Trade wars and the new trading hours. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update. And, well, I guess if we didn't have overnight action, we'd have no action at all. As once again, we had some tariff talk and some stuff going on in China overnight, and the markets were getting clobbered early this morning at about, I don't know, about 2:30, 3 o'clock. The Dow was down about 400 and change, and it looked like the world was coming to an end. The VIX was flying high, and before you know it, the market stalled, slowed, and other than the Dow, which was down about 330, the S&P came back a little bit. The Russell actually closed positive again to another new record, and the NASDAQ cut losses down from over 100 down to about 20-something. So here we go again, and again, once after about, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock, the markets were like they were closed. No action. Take a look at an oil chart. If it was a heart patient, they would have called it dead. After a wild swing early, it just went flatline for the last 4 or 5 hours of the day. But this is the kind of action you can expect right now as the markets continue to decipher what's going on. The volatility was up for a while, and of course, we still closed higher, but not as much as I would have liked to have seen. I thought that, again, we're not seeing much fear in this market, which is going to continue to keep volumes low and price movement low. Early price action quickly met with done. It's over. And of course, it was most likely a buying opportunity as we continue to stay on the neutral side. We saw the S&P bounce right from that support level we've been talking about. So there's no reason to get overly excited here on either side of the market. The market's got to commit to a direction, and then we can get a better feel for it. Now, again, I think the most amount of action will come on a sell-off, but again, 10-year was lower again today, so that did show a little bit of a flight to quality, but the big picture is simple. The action remains now. Gold continues to struggle, which you would think a fear asset might move up. Now, again, we never thought it was a fear asset. We think it's just another hard asset commodity, but many do think it's fear, so there was no fear in the gold front. There was no fear in the volatility front, other than some minor stuff going on. But again, the VIX couldn't even get to 15 based on what the action was. So we'll see how that plays out. Grain markets, that was the big spot today, and of course they were getting punished. Soybeans were down almost 50 cents. Wheat was down over 20, and corn was down about 15. Corn actually came back and made a positive print on the day before, closing down a couple of cents. But everything rallied back at least half of what they lost. Interesting enough, hogs were much lower. Cattle closed higher on the day, which was not a total surprise. I thought that we could rally here. But we're really seeing not a lot. And of course, we're basically just trading China. So what happens is all the people wait up to see what's happening in China when they open up at the 10 or 11 Central Time, or Eastern Time, excuse me. And of course, they trade and they panic out. And then of course, the markets, they come in, and of course, in New York, they're buying these dips. And of course, that has been the recipe so far, is to look to be a buyer of the dips. But we look to be a seller of treasury bonds. This is a rally that I think should be sold. We're looking for a spot at gold. Now again, I'm not going to jump into gold here because there is a chance that 1240 comes into play, but we are going to watch it. We're still sellers of oil. On any rally, 66 would be our sell level now. And that would be in the August contract. Bitcoin continues to vacillate down around the lower levels, but it has made a higher low. So really, there's not much going on. There's really not a heck of a lot to do. We saw Tesla, after yesterday's big up move, lost it all back today. So I guess all those guys get out of their long stock positions after the short squeeze was going to be here. Now again, we may get a short squeeze here. It may go higher. But I find it interesting that it totally reversed one day after the big announcement. So we'll see how it all plays out. But really, we just want to be very cautious here. Remember, markets that lack volatility lack real opportunity. They are more of a warning sign when there's nothing going on, because usually you can only get trapped on the wrong side of the markets. So let's see what happens. Let's see if these levels hold. Let's see what tonight brings once again, because it's been really the overnight trade. I mean, Thursday, Friday, or actually Thursday, Sunday, Monday, we had big moves overnight and nothing the rest of the day. And each day they've managed to rally back a little bit, but not come back. Now the Dow is now down 6 days in a row. So we'll see how it all plays out. Again, not a lot to do. We're more or less sitting on the sidelines watching, trading the few things that we're talking about here. We're buyers of grains, sellers of oil, and looking for a spot to potentially buy gold. That's the way I see it. This is Bubba's Daily Update. Todd Bubba Horowitz. And of course, don't forget our high school investing program, highschoolinvesting.com. If you'd like to help us out, go to Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And don't forget to catch the Bubba Show every day from 4 to 5 Eastern at libertytalk.fm. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks so much. And we will see you back here tomorrow on Wednesday for Bubba's Daily Update. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you.